This is a podcast, not a news broadcast. We will report situations that are currently out and available for public access. No one on this platform is claiming to be a journalist. We are a group of individuals giving our opinion. Enjoy the show. Right.
This is Homesick Podcast.
Yo, I've about had it with the looks.
Yeah, that's worth everything. You get on my nerve.
Word to Big Bird.
All right. Welcome back to this little podcast of ours.
Oh my goodness. She's not going to lift that one down, is she?
No, she's not. Let me get into the intro. Welcome to Homesick Podcast. I'm Miss.
And I'm Liz.
And today our question of the day, or at the top of the show, is: do you believe in fate?
I do believe in fate. I feel like our relationship was fate. Because you literally just moved to New Jersey that same month. And you went to that Wawa that wasn't even in the same town you lived in.
I was just out here scoping for bitches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I went to that Wawa and I normally didn't go to that one.
Yeah?
And yeah.
Someone told you to go there.
It's just weird. It's like we were meant to be.
We were.
It was fate.
It's touching.
It is.
Oh my God.
It's just a Disney movie.
Well, my perspective on fate is, I would guess it's more of something you can't control.
Destined.
It's destiny. So yeah, I could say I believe in fate. I'm not just speaking on our situation in the sense of fate. It could be you happen to be at the right place at the right time.
Right.
A job could have fell in your lap. You know, outside of just relationship situation, you know. So yeah, I do believe in fate.
Me too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so great.
I love that we're on the same page.
Yeah. Moving on. The talk of the town.
All right. So, a Michigan mother is accused of murdering her son a day before his 18th birthday. She told police he did not want to turn 18. It's wild. So she apparently, the plan was to do like a murder-suicide type thing. They were supposed to go out together. They took medicine. The son wound up he was unconscious first, apparently, from the overdose of the medication.
Okay.
She cut his throat and his arm, and then she called the police and said, I just murdered my son. So they came. When the cops got there, she asked them if they could end her life too so she could be reunited with her son. Obviously, they don't do that. So she got arrested, and she is waiting for her appearance in court on March 4th. But isn't that wild? I just think that's crazy. 17 years old.
And there's no explanation on why he wanted to kill himself?
No.
Was he having issues in school? Like, I don't understand why a 17-year-old would decide that he wants to kill himself.
But then it's kind of odd on top of it that you and your mom had a suicide pact.
That was my next point, to get that you were unhappy with your life, and then you got your mom to agree with you, and y'all both decided that you want to take each other out. So what was her life like, too?
Or it was a mom's idea. We don't know whose idea, but either way, that's crazy.
That's very sad. That on behalf of, he obviously had an illness, and then she also had one as well, for her to agree that they both should do that. That's.
But then if you were both overdosed on medicine, why was he the only one unconscious? You were fine. Like, that's.
It's the tolerance and maybe the size of her and the size. It could be a lot of reasons why she didn't pass out and he did.
Yeah.
But it's just the same. The state of like mental illness is real.
It is.
The kid was going through something, and it's sad to say he didn't have anyone in his corner to actually help him. The one that was only there to help him was the worst option ever.
Yeah. Which is your mom. That should not be the worst option.
Correct.
Yeah, it's really sad. So rest in peace to her son.
To the young man, yeah. And it's sad that he couldn't get help before all of that took place.
Yeah.
She should
rot in jail forever. You didn't even get to start your life.
No.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's the talk of the town today.
All right. Moving forward, I want to give a rest in peace to Wallace. She passed away Friday, the 21st, in Strasburg, PA. She was 72. Coroner states she died from natural causes. Miss Wallace obviously was Biggie Small's mother. I guess it's a positive, you know what I mean? She lived her life. Even granted, she didn't get to live to see her son go into where he should be right now. I believe in the hip hop world, he should be at the top. But
yeah,
I guess they get to be with each other now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So give a huge rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
Also, you heard about the situation with Trump and Zelensky.
Oh, yes, I sure did.
So for those who may not be familiar or living under a rock, Trump and JD Vance got into an intense shouting match with Ukraine President Zelensky in the middle of the Oval Office in front of press. They touch on the ongoing war with Russia. Then things went left when Vance and the president confronted Zelensky for being disrespectful for trying to speak on foreign affair issues in front of American people. With the back and forth, it went into Trump even yelling at him, saying, "You're going to cause a possible World War III with your behavior and your actions." It went nuts.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even. It was a lot of things they was hitting him with. He wasn't even dressed properly for an event like as such.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like it was disrespectful. I feel like the amount of money we have given to Zelensky.
Mm-hmm.
You could have at least came with a suit. You came literally dressed like you came right off the streets. That I think is number one. Number two, I feel like because of the amount of money we have given your country, like we have people in America that can't afford things. We have homeless people, but yet we're giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. And then it's a slap on the face how he talks about us. Then on top of it, pretty much he almost had a temper tantrum is how I look at it in the White House. I feel like he came here, he's used to, in the old administration, he came, he got a check, he left, everything was good. This time around, it's a little different because now they're kind of pressing him in a sense. So it wasn't easy for him to get the money. They want an agreement now. We want you to agree to the mineral deal. You agree to that, we'll continue to help you.
Yeah, it's a give and take.
Right.
See, I guess he was, like you said, he was used to the previous administration where it was just, here, take this, be on your way.
There
it was
no
just
ties.
more to look certain way to
Right.
whoever.
Yep.
So yeah, so he came in with that demeanor thing. It was the same ball game.
Yeah, and then he was hit with reality.
He got shit put in perspective.
So now he's throwing a temper tantrum and not getting what he wants, and Trump kicked him out of the White House.
But I see, even though he got kicked out, he went on, what was it? Some platform. And he was basically
went
still
on
speaking
Fox
positive
that night. Yeah.
Right. So he does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He gotta be humble.
I know,
in a
and he
sense.
still isn't apologizing. I feel like he should at least apologize, because if you want something from us, come with some type of respect. Like, you didn't even humble yourself. All they said was, don't talk about this in front of the media, because who knows what they talk about behind closed doors, but you could scare everyone depending on what you say. Look, he pretty much said we got open water. What does that mean? Are you pretty much saying we should expect something?
He was saying the prediction of the future.
That's
of
what
the
I'm saying.
country,
Like that
he knew
right
something we
there
didn't know.
is triggering. Granted, we want we want them to be transparent with us, but I understand there are certain things that they might not want right out the gate without without them presenting it to us. I don't know. I just feel like I agree with what they were saying. Like, let's have this conversation closed door. But based on his attitude, it doesn't seem like it got any better when the cameras got off. When the cameras got taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Because right after that, they kicked him out. They were supposed to have a luncheon. And they had all the food already there, ready to go. And Trump said, get out. So the staffers got to eat the lunch. But yeah, it's just crazy. I don't agree with it. I don't know. I don't agree with him. I feel like there should be, like you said, a give and a take, because if he signed the mineral deal, then we would be getting money back. And as taxpayers, we should. It's not fair. We keep sending money over there, and then our country is suffering. Look at the trillions of dollars we're in debt right now. It's just crazy to me. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right. And further entertainment news: Halle Berry was misdiagnosed with herpes after going to the doctor, complaining how painful it was for her to empty her bladder. But later researched herself and found out it was symptoms related to dry vagina syndrome, stemming from her perimenopause.
Yeah.
So can you imagine the conversation initially she had with her boyfriend Van Hutt when she went home, and when she originally thought she had herpes?
Actually, I can, because when I was having our third child, I was literally due.
I remember this.
Yeah, I was due a week. I was due in a week, and I had to go to the doctor's because I was in so much pain, and I had no idea what was going on. And I went there, And the doctor at the time said, he was like, is your husband faithful to you? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Of course he is. And he said, no, I'm asking you because you have an STD. And I was like, what? Like, I am 9 months pregnant. What are you talking about? I have an STD.
Mm-hmm.
I started crying in the office in front of the doctor, and I'm like, I don't understand how I can have an STD, but this is crazy. So he gave me some medicine that would treat an STD.
Yeah.
And then I got in the car and I said, I remember I was like laying into you. I'm like, what are you doing? Who are you fucking? Like, this is
I went
crazy.
with you to the visit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
waited in the
remember.
car because it was a Saturday and I was in so much pain, and the doctor came in being nice. He was like, just meet me at the office. I'll see you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I got in the car and I was screaming at you. Like, if we didn't have a strong relationship, that genuinely could have resulted in a
Yeah, but you didn't
divorce.
explain what ended up being the case.
I know. Well, in that moment, if we didn't have a strong relationship, strong trust, we definitely could have separated right before our baby was born. That's what's fucked up. Turns out, right before I was about to have our daughter, he calls and says, "I'm really sorry. It was just a really bad yeast infection." Which are normal when you're pregnant. That's unfortunately one of the side effects some women get when they're pregnant. But it was just crazy to me. And I'm like, what an asshole. Like, when he showed up to deliver the baby, I barely even said nothing to him. And as soon as she was born and we were done, I never went back to him. And I had 2 more kids after him. But after that daughter, but I would never go back to that doctor because he had no remorse. Like, it wasn't even like, even when we went to deliver and he seen you, he didn't even say nothing to you. Like,
I
what
didn't
a
say shit
fucking
to him.
asshole.
What the fuck was he gonna say to me?
No, but he could have been like, I'm really sorry.
For what? He
Like,
could have kept that shit. I wouldn't want that.
I just feel like as a doctor, and in this situation, even with menopause, I feel like if you don't know 100%, you should not make accusations. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. On top of it, like when I was pregnant, emotions are crazy, our hormones are off, and then you're telling me my husband's cheating on me? Like, who the fuck are you? That's crazy to me. So I can definitely relate to what she's saying. And she's lucky that her and her boyfriend are in a good situation, because it could have went really bad. And I'm sure it did. They probably had awkward conversations.
I look at it as this. People with high positions and powers and that could give decisions on things should take that shit a little bit more seriously than they do. I'm talking about doctors. I'm talking about police. Anyone in a high position, judges. Make sure, for everyone else's sake, that you're doing your job to the fullest. Because even though it's something as so small as, okay, Halle Berry was misdiagnosed, you was misdiagnosed, there's consequences to that. And as a person in that position, like you saying he should have apologized, it's not even apologizing. You should have get right. You know me, you know you fucked up. I don't need an apology. Maybe you needed it, but once he did that, I already knew it was bullshit. So when he came to the whole delivering the baby thing, I didn't say a word to him. I wasn't looking for an apology. I wasn't looking, because I'm like, a man in your position, you really felt good doing that. Okay, cancel yourself as a doctor. You a man.
Right.
Doing that to another man.
Right.
Granted, if you felt like you was looking out for her, trying to catch on, oh yeah, your man might be doing something, that's something different, but get your shit right. You basically just threw something out there and see if it's stuck. Yeah. So then, like you said, say now if son of me, you had a back and forth, and I was like, you really coming at me like this? Like I gave you something? Like say I was like, you know what, fuck you, I'm out. Then for him to later on say, yo, I hope I ain't causing no put my bad, yo,
yeah,
it was a yeast infection.
Yeah. I know I went on a rant, but it genuinely bothered me at that point. Like that messed me up.
Messed you up.
I know. And then you shouldn't even have you should never be that worked up when you're pregnant on top of it. And that was just really bad. But I was more mad he didn't take accountability for it. I think that's really what it was.
Well, I'm glad that Halle Berry herself figured that out and got that situated. And that must be a great relief for both of them.
Yeah,
because I know it was for us.
Yep.
Moving on, still on the wave of Kendrick, GNX becomes the fastest rap album of the decade to reach 2 billion streams on Spotify.
Wow. It does have a lot of really good
Seems
songs.
like he's gonna have another good year.
Yeah.
2025 still.
Good for him.
I'm not mad at it. Not to keep going into the whole Kendrick and Drake nonsense, but outside of the rap, is at least is lining his pockets as well.
On top of that, Drake's album's doing very well.
I did hear that too.
Moved up
so
on the
hopefully
charts.
both parties could respectfully just do their thing and
Yeah.
be done with this for
Of
now.
course. Mhm.
It was great. We got great music out of it.
Yeah.
We got a decent rap battle out of the two.
Yeah.
I wish them both
Right.
success in what they're doing, and like they need it from me. They're gonna be fine regardless. But it was a great end of the year for Kendrick, and hopefully this year Drake could pick it back up and
Yeah.
get where he got to go and actually go towards leaning away from this and actually make good music. Because like I said on the last album, it wasn't for me.
Mhm.
So hopefully there's something else to look forward to this year. An actual Drake album.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But we'll see. So
Good.
congratulations to Kendrick on that achievement. That's shit. I can't even imagine what that looks like.
Mhm.
Can't imagine that financially how that looks.
Right.
Moving on. We're moving on to our favorite part of the show. Sick of this shit. You want to go first on yours?
Yeah, I can go first. So I am sick of the unskippable ads on YouTube.
The unskippable ads.
Yes, it's so annoying.
It's the little
Why do
things.
they do that? Like certain ones, you can. The girl showed me the trick where you can just click up to the eye and hit skip ad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't allow that on all of them. It's just annoying. I hate ads. I pay extra to not have ads on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just hate ads. God,
I can see that.
I know it makes some money.
Yeah.
They're just my attention span doesn't allow me to like it. Yeah, just
Hey, you're entitled.
I'm just keeping it real.
I'm pretty sure there's others out there with the same problem.
For sure.
My sick of this shit is people that also look at your phone when it goes off.
Oh.
Again, this is something that has happened. I've noticed my shit go ding. Motherfucker looking at my shit go ding too. I'm like, was she texting you too? Like, I didn't know if was it a group text that we both needed to receive at the same time? Like, I don't understand.
Funny.
So that shit is a little odd to me. And it's I don't know if I do it. I'm hope to God I don't do it, but it's definitely it's a thing.
Yeah.
That motherfuckers do that you don't even it's something you don't notice, but it's a thing. Like, even if my shit light up and my background is a picture of you, I'm just, in my mind, the ignorant motherfucker I am. I'm about to ask motherfuckers what you think. Like, they seen the picture, what do you think?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a little weird to me.
It's just a curiosity, I guess.
Yeah, but curiosity killed the cat. That was the real thing. Don't get hurt.
I get it.
So that's my sick of this shit for this.
You know what you gotta get?
What is that?
Those screen protectors that are the...
Oh, that's like kind of dim? Yeah. I might have to.
Yeah. Only because you work with people. I don't work with people, so I don't have that issue, but...
No, you're right.
Yeah.
All right,
it might be worth investing in.
That's our sick of this shit for right now.
Yeah.
Moving on to our main topic. We actually had this conversation, so I figured we should make it an open forum.
Okay.
So I forgot what we were watching, but the main topic today is, should the woman keep the last name after divorce?
Oh, this was a big debate. You want to say what you thought?
I look at it as like this. We done.
Mm-hmm.
Go on your life. Go back to the name you had and be fine. But after doing my research, there was different things that came up to make me understand, like, hey, listen, you got to do research. So I don't come up here talking looking stupid.
Well, I'm glad you did your research, because he told me if we were to divorce, the last name changes. And I was like, no, it doesn't. It's not a guarantee. Like,
correct.
We agree on this. We have to agree on it. And I said the reason I would like to keep the last name is because our children have the same last name.
Well, that's one of the things that... Well, there was three main things that popped up of why women say they're going to keep their name. Mm-hmm. So it was that some keep the name to maintain consistency with their children.
Yeah.
Next, the hassle of legal documents.
Well, that is a pain. It was a pain getting it changed.
And there was one thing that stuck out is there is a legal documentation where you both can agree that you go back to your maiden name. It's called a divorce decree.
Yeah.
So it's something I sign and you sign, with you agreeing that you would change your name back. So with those top two, I could understand that. I wouldn't want, you know what I mean? You and the kids Yes, those are our children.
Mhm.
So we should have the same. But I'm talking about to the ones that's married after a year,
Mhm.
no children, nothing. They just got married. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
You should go back to your maiden name.
I can see in that aspect, but I don't think it should be a forced.
No, I'm not saying it's forced, but why?
Maybe
Why
they
would you keep the name?
Maybe they had a horrible
You got a young
maiden name.
20-odd something couple. Just got married off the wing of it, went out there,
Mhm.
tried it for a couple years, it didn't work out. No children. Let's say no house was involved. They was just renting, living in an apartment.
Mhm.
We're going to get a divorce. So Ashley Smith shouldn't keep the same name as Mr. Smith. She should change her name back to Ashley what the fuck. It could be whatever.
But what if it's not a good last name? She didn't like her maiden
What do you
name.
mean it's something? That's what you was born with.
But maybe she didn't like it.
You can't make that choice.
She can though.
No, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Ugh.
You grew up with this name for your whole life. You're trying to tell me now that you don't like your name?
Maybe.
That's bonkers.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Please comment. Let us know if you agree. If you should keep the last name when you divorce,
Yeah.
or if you should be required to go back to your maiden name.
Not you see, you making it seem like somebody forces somebody. I'm just saying, I don't understand the significance of trying to keep the name you no longer are attached to, in a sense, unless you have children or unless there's some type of agreement between the two of you where you have some type of business where the name has to keep in play. And you only see those situations when it comes to like celebrities.
I could see. Well, yeah, I could see if like you cheated or say the wife cheated. I could see in those situations you're like, I don't even want you having my last name because
She'd be
of what
bold
you
as shit
did.
to say she's gonna keep the name.
I could see in like those situations maybe. But
Okay, if I cheated, you still want to be? You want to still hold my last name?
only because of our kids. Like the school calls.
No, okay, let's
And
take
then
the
they
kids
say-
out of the equation.
If it was just
If
us
a
being
man
single-
cheated on a woman and they was just fresh, no kids, would you think that woman should keep that last name or should want to even have that tie to that man?
I wouldn't want to keep the last name if we had nothing with it.
Right.
I would just be disgusted by you.
So the main understanding is that women should basically have the right to keep it because of their children, and if anything, behind the scenes, business wise.
Yeah.
See, I could grow to understand. I understand that. In the
Yeah.
beginning, I didn't understand
I know.
it.
In the beginning, you were like, "Nah, if this don't work out, last name's gone."
That's it. You go right
Like,
back
it's
to your
not
shit.
gone, no.
Go back with what you had. It's your name.
Yeah,
So yeah, I get it now. I definitely understand it.
that's good.
I'm not trying to be ignorant. No, I understand it now.
I'm glad you did research.
We have no talk of the town. Not talk of the town. No, bringing it back home today.
Yes, we don't, but I have something that I thought was interesting. I want to see what you think of it.
Okay.
So, this girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, this girl said that her boyfriend was giving low effort after he sent her $30 for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So it started out with him. He texted her good morning. She
Okay.
said good morning back.
All right.
He Apple paid her $30. She didn't ask for it. It just literally good morning, and then he sent $30. He wrote, "I know it ain't much, but lunch is on me today."
Okay.
She sent it back to him and said, "You don't have to do that, but thanks though." And then posted it on social media and said, "Honestly, I'm so over low effort. Just keep it. Fuck it." What do you think of that?
Well, lunch is on you. You gave me back my 30. I appreciate that. You ungrateful bitch. I don't understand what kind of shit is that. Like, why are you trying to down the man? First of all, you wasn't expecting the money.
Right.
So then why now all of a sudden, oh, men ain't shit? First of all, what's your lunch look like?
How's
that
that
you
low
need more than $30 is more than enough for one single person to have
Yeah.
lunch.
I agree.
Was she out there eating lobster tails and fucking steak?
I'm not sure.
Yo,
I thought the same thing.
this whole trying to belittle men and
Yeah.
making it seem like men ain't offering enough, this shit is getting tiring.
Right.
It's getting old fast. It's almost to the point like you're trying to say every man that steps to a woman now has to be a fucking millionaire or come like lavish you with shit. But then what happened when he can't maintain that?
Right.
On to the next?
I feel like he dodged a bullet, to be honest.
100%.
I think she, thank you for showing me who you are.
She
I'm
goofy.
glad I missed this one.
She goofy.
I mean, I think she's wrong for this.
Wrong ain't even a word. She
I
goofy
think
as shit.
it was nice of him to do that. He didn't have to do that.
No, you wasn't expecting
He
that.
thought of you. Here you go. I want to buy you lunch today. I can't be with you. I'm at work. Here's $30.
And that's some shit you wake up in good spirits, feeling like, oh shit, thank the
Right.
God for waking me up for another day. Oh, I got the woman of my dreams. I love this one.
No.
Hey, baby girl, I just sent you a little money for lunch right there. Hope you like it.
Right.
Oh no, motherfucker.
Low-
$30.
This is low effort.
What the fuck is $30? I want to know what the fuck she had in mind for lunch.
I want to know who she ends up with after
I
this.
want to know, what were you intentionally gonna have before you knew you had the Because when you wake up, you already know what you gonna have for lunch. What was you gonna have for lunch that day anyway?
Right.
A salad?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got $30 and you trying to tell me that wasn't enough for lunch? Give me $30 fucking dollars. I'm in heaven.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was messed up. So I wanted to see a
Messed
guy's
up.
perspective.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I send you $30. She be like, nah, motherfucker, you keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that, boo boo. I don't
It wasn't
need
like
that.
there was anything tied to it. He literally just said lunch is on me today.
For the love. He
Yeah.
woke up with love on his mind
Yeah.
and said, baby, here, take this 30.
I know, it's crazy. So yeah, that was
Yo,
wild. Yeah,
they going too far with this shit.
I think so too.
So what happened now when we start coming with shit that we want? Then we wrong.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Imagine if we came with certain shit and started critiquing y'all as women like, the shit y'all offering ain't enough. You know what I mean? I want a chick, as soon as I come home, boom, lingerie on. With my drink. You know what I mean? Like, say we have these stupid expectations for you.
Yeah.
Then what?
Right.
We're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
We're assholes. But y'all basically saying every man that comes to a woman now should be a multi-millionaire. Or damn near close to it.
I don't see what he did wrong. I think she's an asshole for that one.
Then now you putting these things in these men's head now, these young men. So now, if you don't have it, you gotta rob and steal just to get it. Just to impress a chick?
No, but that's not a good type of woman.
No, but here's my thing though. If you're requiring that from a man and a man really because there's men that chase women.
Mm-hmm.
So they say there's a woman that I want. And I'm like, shit, she only like these type of things. That crosses over to that now. I can't get it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta rob and steal. Or I gotta hustle now. So I'm doing all of this, putting my life in jeopardy just so you can smile and tell your friends or put on your Instagram, look what bae got me today.
That's what I'm saying. She's not the right woman.
No, but it's not it's seeming like it's a lot of women like that now.
Yeah, well, I hope my son avoids all of them because then they're not with you for you. They're with you for what you can offer. And that's not love.
Right.
Yeah, I don't agree
But
with
we're
it.
dogs, we're this, we're that, we're full of shit.
I don't agree with it.
But she could cheat a man like that. That's, hey.
Yep. That's all I got, though.
Yeah, it's just...
I'm sorry I pissed you off with
You
that.
ain't pissed me off. She pissed me off. You ain't pissed me off. She pissed me off.
No, I'm saying your attitude.
Nah, that's just some bullshit. Like, all right, whatever. I feel for my
funny.
fellas, man. That shit is crazy.
I get it.
All right. Wrapping it up.
Yes.
All right. I want to thank everyone for listening and tuning in. God bless. God bless. And we'll talk later. That
See you
shit got
next
me
time.
fucked up.
This is Homesick Podcast.
Oh my God.